You probably know about pressure cookers. When the pressure inside the pot increases past a certain point, the valve on the lid starts whistling and spinning. Well, the same happens to some kids. They're in school all day. They have to focus, think, memorize, learn, sit still. They come home and they let out the steam. This happens quite a bit with neurodivergent kids. They're often working extra hard to stay regulated throughout the day, and by the time they come home, they may be completely exhausted or in a bad mood or hyper. Many parents are puzzled why their child is so well behaved in school but struggles when they get home. Sometimes parents double down on disciplining their kids, believing it will help, but hint, it doesn't. Sometimes parents are blamed for it. I've worked with many parents who were told by teachers, you must be doing something wrong because your child is fine in school. So here's what really happens. Neurodivergent kids often experience much more pressure than neurotypical kids throughout the school day. Sometimes it's because of specific learning challenges that make some school activities so much harder. Or sometimes it's because their nervous system becomes overwhelmed a lot more easily. Maybe it's related to the number of transitions or the noise level or social interactions. If your child is dysregulated by the time they come home, increasing the amount of discipline is only going to make things worse. We first need to acknowledge and understand the problem for what it is. Then we can start looking for solutions. The goals should be to help your child decompress as quickly as possible so that they can regain a regulated state. It can be tricky if your child has a lot of homework to do, but creating some kind of break where they have a chance to slow down, move around, have a snack, do something pleasurable, and reset their nervous system is really the priority. It can go a long way in helping your child have more brain power when starting their homework. It's also an opportunity to reflect with your child on how stress affects them and on ways to take care of themselves. When you think about it, we're not that much different as adults. How do we feel at the end of a long and difficult day? How much more can we take on? What do we do to be okay? I'd love to hear your thoughts or your own experience.